Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Geneforge. that's what this game is called. Right, so we have our newly created creations here, and we're ready to just keep on going and looking around this place some more. I guess we were told to talk to that learned person in the northwest, but I mean, we're gonna get there eventually. Hello, Leets. Your orcs. It looks more like a kind of gathering place, maybe a kind of religious site. But I guess it's also where they let their orcs graze, maybe to keep the grass short. The serviles have built a meeting area here. The grass is heavily trampled. They've been gathering here frequently of late. Okay. There is a small servile girl here, standing in a meeting place for the serviles. She has a stick in her hand, and she is watching over a few fat orcs. All right. She watches you curiously as you approach. She has no idea who or what you are. She says, "Hello, stranger. I am Leets." Okay, so another confirmation that there are indeed servile children, and she obviously here has never seen a shaper in person, which is good. I mean, I'll happily meet more people who don't have any, what's the word? Preconceptions? Prepositions? No, that's whatever. Anyway, who have an open mind. Are you watching these orcs? Yes, they keep me back here so that I don't play too close to where monsters are. And they make me watch the orcs so I don't get bored. Okay. Aren't the orcs dangerous? I don't know, are they? She whacks one with her stick. It makes an annoying mooing noise and shuffles away. Not to me. What are orcs for? Food, silly. What else would they be for? They aren't proper smart people like serviles. Yeah, I guess not. Do you know who I am? She frowns. I don't know, but I haven't had much learning yet. I'm sorry. Wow. I'm a shaper. My people made your people. I mean that. And shapers see and know everything. Wow. Between these options, I'm gonna go for the first one. Although that also sounds, or it sounded a bit condescending at first, but I guess it is a fact. I'm a shaper. My people made your people. This is very confusing to her, understandably. She clearly doesn't understand what you mean, but she wants to be polite. Oh, that was very nice of you. Yeah, I mean, we didn't mean it that way, but I guess ultimately it was. Shapers see and know everything? What? No, I don't want to say that. I mean, I kind of do want to see her reaction, but she suddenly looks extremely nervous. That's really, interesting. Something is worrying her. Oh. Really, I needed to say that. Wow, I almost didn't? But if this is actually part of this quest... game, please. Don't hide quests or required quest completion steps behind dialogue that I might not want to say. I mean, how would the game know what I might or might not want to say, but still. I guess I'm gonna sometimes have to bite the bullet and go for all the options that aren't completely offensive. That aren't obviously hostile, just to make sure that I'm not missing out on anything. Anyway, I'm looking for a stolen knife. Do you have it? I'm looking for a stolen knife, but I don't think it was stolen. I think it was just lost, and I'll find it on the ground any minute now. Why would I assume her to have it? I have no specific reason to do that, but, I mean, there's this dialogue, so... You turn around and pretend to look at something. You turn back. Sure enough, there is a sharp steel knife on the ground. Leeds continues to tend to her orcs as if nothing had happened. Okay. Steel dagger. Alright. It's not an artifact. Well, I guess it is an artifact in the strictest sense. Not the magical kind that we tend to think of, I guess, in the context of a game. Hello, guard serviles. What have we here? Welcome to Valkyrie. Oh, okay. Sure. Makes sense. Hello, just barging in. Don't mind me. There's a quiet, nervous servile lurking back in this house. Probably that taker agent taker spy if I had to venture, I guess. Well, maybe not. You terrify her. She says in a quavering voice, "Hello, I am Stroud." Why are you so nervous? You are a shaper. We are all afraid. Well, most people aren't that afraid. We are afraid of how you will control us. Some show it less, but we are all afraid. She closes her mouth tightly. She didn't mean to say that much. We will need to control you. You're serviles. You were made to obey. Wow. I don't want to control you. You don't have to worry about that. We are glad to hear you say it, but we will believe it when we see it. Which is never, because we will never be sure that you won't suddenly change your mind. What do you do in this village? I raise orcs. Okay. Cool. Shudder. Yikes. Not very comfortable. Guard serviles. Oh. Keep alert. You're just another guard servile. This is another welcome to Valkyrie. Gotcha. Nab. Hello. You meet a short, pale servile slumped in an old stone chair. He is clean and quiet, but he doesn't look like he has been out of this building for some time. He speaks without looking up from the floor. Welcome, Shaper. I'm Nab. I've been waiting for you to come see me. Really? Okay. What are you doing back here? I've been waiting for you to come back here and see me. I'm risking much to speak with you. I must say what I have to say. I act without instructions from my sect because I believe it is worth the risk. I am of the Takers. Oh, really? I am a spy here from the village of Kask. Well, that was finding the spy was easier than I expected. I am of the Takers. I'm a spy here from the village of Kask. I have come to see what the Awakened are doing. I tell you this because we wish your alliance. Really? Wait, but I mean, the Takers. I guess we learned about the Takers from their more or less enemies, I guess. So the info we got might not have been entirely accurate, but still. Well, I guess I'll listen. I'll hear him out, if nothing else. Now, I only wait for you. I will risk my life to remain here and see if you can help the Takers. Do not listen to the lies of the Awakened and the Obeyers. Do not throw in your lot with them until you have been to Kask and seen truth. Trap, or actually more going on than first meets the eye? Dang it. Tell me about the Takers then? The Awakened here are on the right track, but they are weak. Serviles must be free. There is no hope of true freedom and happiness for the servile race until we totally shed the influence of your kind. We will accept your support, though one day we must leave you behind. We hope you will help us. With you and our other allies, we may break free of the Shaper's of the Shaper Fist. Wow, why can't I read today? We will do anything to bring this about. Okay. I mean, again, is there any real danger of the Shapers returning and reclaiming their right anytime soon? Because, I mean, from the way it looks to me right now, the Shapers, no, my God, the serviles on this island are pretty much left to their own devices anyway, and no. And also, why would they assume that the random Shaper who got stranded here would be the one to help them overthrow the rest of his own people, right? I mean, isn't that pretty unlikely? Pretty unlikely assumption to make. Who are your other allies? Yeah, that's interesting. I am forbidden to say. If I do, I will be punished harshly. There are powerful forces on this isle, and we are linked with them. Forces that may make even the Shapers tremble. I literally cannot read today. Join us, help us, and you may share in those powers too. I mean, yeah. If it's just about power, I mean, then obviously I'm not gonna fall for it. But you want me to betray the Shapers? Right. That's basically what I was asked, yes. Of course, you should. You crush the creations, you abandon us, you are cruel to us, you are unjust, you must betray your kind for justice. But, I mean, you do realize that I am one of those people that you're accusing of all of those things, rightfully. I'm sure, but still. It just doesn't make any sense for them to approach me like that. Why would they? I mean, yeah, it makes sense that if they could gain the support of an actual Shaper for their cause to help them against. But I mean, the thing is, Shapers might be relatively powerful in general, but specifically they have power over creations, right? They don't have more power. They don't have any kind of specific power over other Shapers, except that they would be able to raise, an army of creations that fights for the creations against the other Shapers. But still, what good would converting a single shaper to their cause do them if their aim is to overthrow the entire shaper race or civilization? It's just, I don't know, it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. So either they're actually just trying to lure me into a trap, or I don't know, or they just don't make a lot of sense. Either way, I mean, the Awakened might not be telling me the entire truth, the whole story, and, trying to instrumentalize me for their own purposes to an extent, but that doesn't mean that I trust these takers anymore. How could you possibly repay me? It's a hard choice. Fortunately, we can repay you. How could you possibly repay me? This island is full of secrets, full of power. We know we know those who can unlock it for you. To learn more, you must give us help. Again, the promises of power are not going to work on me, but I am intrigued to see if there actually is more to this, or if this is all just a very crude attempt to, I don't know, to win me over. Tell me about the takers. What sort of help do you want? That gives me a quest, as expected. East of here, you can find the leader of the Awakened. His name is Elra. He is powerful and smart. With his leadership, the Awakened might control all of Sushia. I mean, I haven't gotten the impression so far that they're trying to gain control over anything, really. I mean, nothing here. I've seen no evidence at all that they're not just trying to live honest, simple lives and be friends with everyone, and trade and be good neighbors, if not friends, with everyone. He's also well protected, but you are a shaper. If you kill him, you will have the true gratitude of the takers. If you do, we will help you draw from the true power we have uncovered. Whatever happens to me, this offer will still be open. Right. I mean, I was internally debating here whether to actually not complete the quest that I got earlier, right, and not turn him in yet until I have visited Kazk and maybe seen for myself, or been able to come to a conclusion whether they're actually honest with me or just trying to use me, and if maybe the Awakened are actually more aggressive than they pretend to be. But the more I think about it, I just don't want to work with these guys. I mean, it sounds extremely fishy, doesn't it? Trying to bribe me with promises of power, and I just don't think that they're actually the good guys. I think that they and the game would need to try a little bit harder to convince me that secretly the Awakened are really the bad guys. I just don't buy that. If it turns out to be that way, then okay, I'll admit defeat. That I have really been tricked. But it seems to me like this guy's just trying to trick me. What will happen when Elra is slain? I would not return here. The wrath of the serviles here will be great. Instead, go east to Kazk. There we will welcome you, and we will help you contact our allies, the ones with the incredible power. Wink, wink. Right. How can I kill their leader, and why would I do that? You're a shaper. You can destroy creations with ease, right? That is what the stories say. Unleash your power. Why should I kill Elra? He offers you nothing. He offers you nothing. He wants to take the serviles from you, but he will offer you no power in return. We want you to betray your people, but we will pay you for it in power. Okay, I mean, I guess they're really not trying to be tricky here, or to disguise what they want. I don't know. I guess it is really just as obvious as it seems to be. So yeah, cool. Now, unfortunately, I have this quest in my quest log to kill Elra. But yeah, maybe it'll just disappear once I decide to betray. All right, this is the secret door, or not secret, but locked. Okay. Also locked chests, I see. Oh, we can open this, hold on. There's nothing inside, never mind. This is not mine. I mean, I knew that, but still curious though. Clickit. Oh, hey, Clickit, you're the guy, I know things, who I was told to, pay no heed. A young, dirty servile walks straight up to you, right up to you, and looks you in the eye. I clickit. Glad see. Me know things. Secrets. Okay. His attitude is not what you're used to, but he uses the sort of speech that you have come to expect from serviles. Oh. Okay, so they were able to talk, just badly like that. Right, this is how they usually talk. Great, that must have been annoying, and yeah, but why not teach them how to speak properly, even if they're just, if you just use them as servants? Wouldn't it be much more comfortable, much more pleasant to actually communicate with someone who doesn't talk like this all the time? I don't know, maybe that's just me. Why don't you talk like the other serviles? I smart like them. I know dumb. I know talk shaper. Not like you. I servile talk. Choice. Oh, really? Well, that's dumb. Okay. What sort of things do you know? I travel, listen, talk, learn lots. Won't help you. Know what servile I think of you. Know you crime if you crime. No secrets. Know you crime if you crime. What? What sorts of crimes have I committed? Servile not know you. Servile see big clumsy shaper. Maybe rogue or not. We wait and see. Servile see big clumsy shaper. Maybe rogue or not. We wait and see. I have no idea what he's trying to tell me. How did you learn so much? Clickit walks town to town through wilds. Servile hate other servile, but all servile like clickit. Share secret to all. Send news. Useful. Get food for it. Okay, if you say so. What do the serviles think of me? Servile have hope. Little hope. Listen hard what you say. Maybe you want servile a little free. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting more and more confused. I don't know if there's any useful info to be gained here. I want to learn secrets. I mean, of course I do, but I'm not really sure I trust whatever secrets he might have to teach me. You shaper. Want you happy? You ask, I talk. Where can I find a boat? Leader Kobar. He point right way. Well, yeah, I guess. Okay. Why was this island barred? Leader Learned Pinner. She points where you go learn secret. Okay. I've been told that before, so that might be true. What is around here? East are 2 villages. First is servants, next is danger. North is deadly desert with many rogue creatures. Be afraid there. Okay. My craft was attacked. Who did it? There are invaders on this isle. That what I know. No more than that. Secrets answer to east. Gotcha. Huh, maybe he does know a few things. Sensia said that I should ignore you. Sensia think she's smart. There are many way be smart. I watch, listen. This I know. Sensia need listen. Her big talk make her no listen. Right. Okay, I mean, those last couple of things that he said seem to make sense and seem accurate as far as I can tell, or at least seem to match what other people have told me. The first half of the conversation didn't make no sense to me, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. There probably was a way to interpret what he said to make more sense of it. Okay, some random tools. There are also some more homes. Why do I feel compelled to check every one of these when I know that even if they do contain anything, it's going to be marked as not mine, and I'm not going to steal? Oh well. I suppose technically there could be something more tempting in one of these. Terrestria's leaders. Terrestria. There are 2 sorts of humans, shapers and common. Oh, okay. And the common are the regular folks of Terrestria. Oh, Terrestria being this planet? Or, yeah. This world, I guess. The common are the regular folks of Terrestria. Peasants, soldiers, tinkers, ordinary humans. They form their own cities, organizations, and political hierarchies. They are also mostly allowed to rule Terrestria. Everything they do is subject to approval or rejection by the Shapers, though the Shapers rarely bother to interfere. The rule of the Shapers is light but firm. The common can learn magic, but they are forbidden from attempting the Shaper arts, upon penalty of death. To become a Shaper, the common must pass a series of difficult tests as a child. Being accepted as a Shaper is rare. There are no second chances. Okay. Guess I got lucky then, or I'm very talented. Oh, disarm trap. You're able to tell that this box has a trap, but your mechanic skill isn't high enough to disarm it. No. I don't think that's worth it. Both because I would rather not blow myself up, or you know, and I would like to not unnecessarily anger the owner of that box, for example. I also remembered when I read that book over there that I saw a book here. We gain more experience for reading stuff. Okay, I like it. Awakened wishes. We of the awakened have fair requests. When the Shapers return, they will be presented in the spirit of openness and good wishes. Any creation with the presence to say, I am a thinking free being, must become one. Yeah, fair enough. A free thinking creation will be bound by the same laws as a common and be punished for crimes in the same way. A free thinking creation will be able to sell goods and labor freely and be bound by the same laws as a common. A free thinking creation capable of magic can apply to learn this power according to the same laws as a common. Okay. Yeah, that all makes perfect sense to me. You got my approval. Not that it's necessarily worth much. So I doubt my character has any, or my character's voice has any particular weight in, you know, the grander scheme of things. What is this? Apothecary. Ah, okay. Wait. No, I don't want to record that. Ham. Really? That's an interesting name. Hello, Ham. The serviles robes are heavily stained and in places dissolved. Yep, alchemist. All right. This little house is packed with equipment and supplies to make pods and spores. Even considering what you've already seen, this is a little shocking. Working magic, even alchemy, is reserved for Shapers alone. No, it's not. Working magic is also for common folk, so long as they don't use Shaper arts. Pay attention. We literally just read about that. Now the servile bows to you, completely unashamed. He says, Welcome, Shaper. Welcome at last. I'm Hem. Welcome to my home. You know how to make pods? How? I'm glad you asked. When you Shapers left, you left behind many things, like equipment and a school. Okay, this was long ago. We have had many years to study your writings and artifacts. We had no choice. It was for survival. That doesn't justify violating our laws. Our secrets are not for you. Die! No. You should be proud you have achieved so much. Yeah, I guess. Sure. Ham beams with pride. I'm so grateful that you think so. Though I am awakened, I still have a great deal of respect and admiration for your kind. Thank you for your techniques and good example. Sure. Where do you find our artifacts? Another quest? They're all over. He points to the box in the corner. I found that in some ruins recently, but I can't get the lock open. He thinks. We awakened believe in fair trades. If you can find a way to get that box open, I will pay you for your time. I'm sure you could use more supplies. Sure. But it's obviously, if it's locked, I probably can't open it, unless it requires no more than one lockpick. Why don't you just smash it open? Right. A good question that I ask myself in many RPGs or other games. Because some of your artifacts are very fragile. If they break, much can be lost. Also, sometimes your artifacts explode when shaken. Oh, okay. I guess those are good points. Did you try picking the lock? Of course. It is too complicated. You will need to use living tools. Serviles have a hard time using those. They don't respond to us well. I see. Okay, I have another question. I could use supplies. I see. Healing pods, curing pods, speed pods. This gourd contains specially formulated... I actually have never seen these either. Anyway. Speed pod. Specially formulated and mildly enchanted shaper-made goo. Eating it has some beneficial effect. Keeps for a long time. Wait. They all have the same description. That's okay. Ability speed pod. Hasted for 11 turns. So yeah, haste potion. Makes sense. Curing pod. Cure on hostile effect. Healing spores are the group heal. Curing spores are hostile effect and mental effect for the group. Okay. So they're better than just a group version of Curing Pod. Living tools for 60. I mean, I could buy both of them. I wonder how plentiful they're going to be to find. It's only 60, and it's not like I have a ton else to buy. You know what? Sure. I'm going to buy them. I like to be able to open things Of course, I would also like to increase my mechanic skill first, so I'd use as few of those as possible. But oh well. Icy crystals, I already have a couple of those, and spray crystals. This item was used for the piercing crystals, right? Or was it wisdom crystals that gave you experience? Like in the Avernum games, I'm talking about. All these pods and spores are new. The icons are, but these icons are all reused from the Avernum series, as are several other assets. But there are quite a few new graphics here, enough to make it feel pretty fresh. Anyway, spray crystal, acid shower. Oh, okay. Surprisingly inexpensive, especially the icy crystals, considering they deal quite a bit more damage than my one spell that I can cast so far. Yeah, these are really surprisingly cheap. Spray crystals, of course, not so much, but acid for 3 turns. I mean, acid used to be really powerful in the Avernum games, so it might be really good here as well. But yeah, I'm not going to invest in that right now. Need to buy any supplies? Well, okay, I could sell to you. Huh. Including the steel dagger, that's interesting. I don't need anything. Alright, this is the box that we're talking about. Pick the lock. Oh, yes, I have 3 living tools. I need 2. Ah, dang it. Yeah, no, you know what? Maybe I'll be able to level up pretty soon. Leave it alone for now. Once I turn in some quests here, some early quests. In fact, I have completed, or I could complete 2 quests, depending on whether I decide to turn in the spy. But you know what? Honestly, I was debating earlier, but I think I've made up my mind. I found the spy. Get a snap. Okay, that's only 140 experience, so I don't know if I'm gonna level up anytime soon. She shakes her head. I knew it, but I could never prove it. And no doubt he has fled town by now. Thank you for letting me know. Elra will appreciate your aid. Well, if you knew it, you're no smarter now than you were before. Or you still can't prove it. So, what did you gain? She reaches up and places her hand upon your shoulder. In the name of the Awakened, I thank you. We will remember this. Okay. I mean, like, maybe she was just trying to test my loyalties. And, you're very welcome. She withdraws her hand and nods. Her opinion of Shapers, or at least of you, has improved. Okay. I don't suppose that unlocks any more dialogue. I guess not. Alright, that's a little bit of experience. In fact, how close are we? Oh, halfway there? 1,500 out of 2,000, okay. Number of times you've attacked, 33. You have made a creation in this game. In fact, I've made 3. And that, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why the game lists those kinds of statistics there, but it does. Hello, Inerny, please. I found your lost dagger. Yes. That's 100 experience, alright. She takes the dagger eagerly. Thank you, Shaper. I'm surprised that you would be so kind. Many of us had our doubts. If you ever need food, come to me. I will give it to you cheaper than anyone else. Did someone steal it? I mean, Leeds just a child, right? She might be a little bit mischievous, but I don't think she deserves to be punished necessarily. She did decide to give it back after all. Oh, well, thank you anyway. She returns to work. Wait, what did I feel like I wanted to look something up? Oh, right, I wanted to check if, yeah, okay. Costs have been reduced to only 1 gold, which is, nice, I suppose. Let's see here. What's this? Learning halls. All seekers of wisdom may come in. Oh, okay. So that would be where that learned person is. I probably should go there, but I kind of feel like exploring this place here first. Dreet. You abandoned us. Okay, well, that's going to be a pleasant conversation right there. Alright. There's an automatic door. I don't see a switch for it. Interesting. Maybe he's going to open that for me? Yeah. Hold on a second. Okay. What do you have to say? This servile is large and round under her robe, far more than you have ever seen. Unusual. When she sees you, she grins, showing a mouthful of healthy teeth. When she bows to you, you notice that she wears gold rings and a jeweled necklace. Clearly, some serviles are wealthier than others. Well, they do believe in capitalism, after all. Welcome, Shaper, she says. I am Dreet of Fakiri, recently of Pentel. Oh, okay. Are you wealthy? Obviously. What is wealth? None of us serviles are truly wealthy. All we have is what we can scavenge and what we grow. But in the sense that I have more goods to trade for things I want, I suppose I am wealthy. Right, what sort of things do you own? She points at the door in the west wall. Well, there is an artifact back there that we serviles can't use. It would kill us, but I suspect that it would be useful to you. For 200 coins, I would unlock the door for you. Interesting. I'm assuming it's a goo canister? An artifact? What does it do? Dreet shrugs. Mysteries of the Shapers. I am a Shaper. Do you want to barter with me? I demand that you open the door, or else. I mean, even though she is originally of... I cannot remember what that Obeyer village is called, but whatever. I doubt that this is going to work. Of course, she's being, she's being a little bit obnoxious about it, and obviously trying to make a profit. And while 200 gold is not a whole lot in the grand scheme of things, I don't have it right now, and I would rather avoid giving her that money just because I don't like her. So if there's ever a time where I would, play the Shaper card, it is now, I guess. I'm fully expecting this not to work, but I guess I might give it a try. Shaper, I am awakened. Oh, you are? I will not be your slave. Attack me if you want, but I will not submit to threats. Get out of my house and only return when you will treat me with respect. You treat me with respect, jerk. Dang it. I really wish there was another way, a way to open this door without having to agree to her rules and give her money. I mean, maybe there is a spell like a... No, actually, we know there is no God, what was it called? Break wall spell, basically. Because obviously this wall looks like one of those breakable walls that you could have opened that way in the Avernum series. But I think things work differently here. Unless I just missed it. There was a way to look at spells. Right? Yeah. Blessing Magic, Mass Energize. Yeah, these are all just combat or, buffing spells, but no such utility spells, as far as I can tell. And there might be piercing crystals, or, well, I guess maybe not piercing crystals. Weren't there also items that you could use in some of the games that would have the effect of breaking down breakable walls? I don't know. I might be making that up. Learned Pinner. That's right. Oh, okay. You're another one who gets a picture. You meet a withered, bent servile at least a century old. They are designed to live for a long time, but this one is setting a record. When she sees you, she is overwhelmed with emotion. The servile must exert great effort to keep from breaking down. She stares up at you with awe, as if gods walk the earth now. Maybe they do. Wow, I mean, that's a bit much. With a trembling voice, she says, "Welcome back, Shaper. I am Learned Pinner. Welcome to my home. Welcome at last." Huh. I guess she might be old enough to actually have known the original Shapers. Why is everyone so in awe of me? I mean, not really everyone, especially the named NPCs here, clearly are not for the most part. She's confused. You are one of our creators. You made us serviles, and you can make us disappear. All we have and are, we owe to you. Your disappearance has been difficult for us, and we don't know how we should treat you. Well, now that I'm here, I expect to be obeyed. Well, it looks like you're doing very well here. I don't want to interfere. Yeah. She's pleased. You're very kind. I'm sure many here will be relieved. For a few, your arrival has caused terror. Most of us love you, of course. Of course. Not sure I would call it love, but... Well. Anyway, I have another question. Why are you called Learned? It is a mark of respect for my people. I have been alive for many years, and I know much history. I will share it with you if you want. Your kind has been away for very long. Well then, why is Susha Island barred? Why was it abandoned? We do not know. Your kind left a century ago. They left behind us serviles. They did not tell us why they fled. I have an idea, though, where you might get a clue of why the isle was abandoned. All right. Tell me more. Where should I look? To the north, there is a large ruin. I think it was once a school where your kind learned their arts. Such a place might still be a servant might still have a servant mind. A mind might have been told why Susha was abandoned. You might go there and see if the servant mind still lives. If you can learn anything from it, do so. Be careful, though. There are rogue creations in there. If there weren't, I could have gone and looked myself. Right, okay. A school for you? No, obviously not. She specifically said that it was for my kind, right? I think that, where your kind learned their arts. Yeah, there it is. Young shapers, we think, not serviles. Serviles don't get schools. Well, I mean, now you do. I guess once I clear it out, you can use it, if you like. And what do you think a servant mind is there? I met it when I was young. Many years ago, we could enter the school before the island went wild and the rogues came. It was friendly then, but confused. Maybe you can get it to talk sense. Maybe. There are rogues there? Many. Old and battered, like most. They hunt their own lands and leave us alone, but you will have to pass through them to reach the mind. Right. I found some very strange artifacts on this island. Containers full of goo. Do you know anything about them? I think you mean the canisters. The large glass cylinders with the glowing matter inside. Like those I see up there. Yeah. I have some of the fragments of them in a back room. Okay. They were created by the shapers here before they left. Were they four? I've never seen one before. I mean, I have seen a couple before, but not before entering the island, I guess. I've used one, it changed me. It made me more powerful. Are they dangerous? Are these? I'm not sure if these are mutually exclusive, for example. The first option might be me hiding that specific information from her, basically, and pretending to know less than I already do. I'm gonna go with the first one, just in case. Okay, it was not. I don't know. In this case, it could have been. Could have worked either way. The shapers made them here on this island. We serviles do not use them. Letting them infect us kills us instantly. I have seen it. She winces, turning her face into a maze of wrinkles. We fear your shaper creations. We avoid them. I mean, in some cases it makes sense. I have used one. It changed me. It made me more powerful. Are they dangerous? I do not know. I see nothing unusual about you. If you use more of them, I can look at you and see if you change. If I see a change. Well, I mean, I guess in that case I would notice myself, but thanks. I require a boat to escape from the island. Do you know where I can find one? You should find and speak with Leader Kobar. Well, I have. If anyone here would know of that, he would. Right. Okay. Well, you did give me a quest and some pointers, so that's nice. Is this a healing thingy? It is. Oh, okay. Yep. I can use exactly half of my essence right now, which should be fine. Helping the Inutal. More experience. I like it. Inutal serviles are those who can't fit in, can't concentrate or help, resistant to authority, disorganized. There is no cause for the Inutal condition. I mean, there must be some kind of cause. You just might not know it. Some serviles are just born that way. There is no order to it. Okay. The shapers, when we last knew them, would dispose of Inutal serviles. This is not just. They may not have immediate utility to the shaper cause, but they are living things. They must still be dealt with. We must find ways to ease them into our society. Brigands and the violent can't be tolerated. Or, failing that, they can be allowed land to exist on far from us. We can't kill them, but we can't let them harm us either. Right. I mean, those who are actually violent, I guess, must be killed. But those who just don't fit in, I guess, should be left to their own devices and left to live their own lives. I don't know. This is an old shaper ledger. The serviles placed it here and reverently cared for it for many years. The mere fact that it belonged to the shapers makes it incredibly valuable to them. You flip through it, amused. The serviles don't realize that it is just an old ledger. Why? How could they not realize? They can obviously read and write their own books. Why? The records, budgets, and inventories within were probably useless even before the island was abandoned. It won't matter to them anyway. All that matters is that it belonged to the shapers. Okay, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me even. Oh well. Alright, more stuff. So in the back room there are supposed to be fragments of these things. I mean, they're just more fragments there. But yeah, nothing that I can use or that anyone can use, as far as I can tell. All right, have we actually explored all of this place? Yeah, there's this room that we need to pay 200 to enter, and there's this room which needs, yeah, tools or more mechanic skill to open this, to activate this lever. But I think other than that, we've been everywhere and talked to everyone, right? That leaves us with this pretty long list of quests to deal with. Search Ruined School, and we already have completed 2 of them, so the list was longer than that, which is kind of crazy for, you know, just having entered the first village here. Of course, there's the Kill Elra quest, which I'm not gonna do. Actually, I should probably double check, but I mean, I have no reason to assume that this guy Neb, yeah, Neb, is still here. But just in case. I think I want to probably head north and explore that abandoned school first. Get some more knowledge, probably find some more spell canisters if I had to guess. And, you know, just more experience and more equipment in general. Yep, okay, he's gone. No surprise there. Let's see what options I am given. Bandit woods. Oh, eliminate the bandits. Hold on just a second. Okay, I can wait. I hit escape to cancel, but apparently that's not how that works. So you do have to. Oh, alright, I see. So escape just confirms in this case, which is kind of unexpected, but I guess that's fine. I could have just stayed there as well. It looks like that's the only option. Eliminate the bandits. Brodus Blade. Told you, right. Just north of town. So I guess the next thing to see is if trying to head east. Yeah, that's clearly a separate exit from the village. So I'm assuming that's going to give me another option. It's going to give me the option to head straight for Watch Hill, was it? Really missing that snappy tile-based movement from earlier games, but oh well. Yes, okay. So it doesn't matter which exit you take from a map. Fair enough, but once you have unlocked them, you can just choose them from any exit. Good to know. Well, in that case, I'm going to head north first, and I guess I'm going to try and eliminate those bandits on the way to the ruined school. Yeah. Alright, but obviously that's going to be for next time. Right. So as always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.